one do you say is the best?
The Animals one seemed a lot easier than Superstars.
Animals Gone Wild.
Oh, I love anything Gone Wild.
You do a
Quack.
fantastic
Quack.
voice of this.
Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Live.
It's amazing how bad we were at the games that we liked to play.
And we just kept on playing them, making asses out of ourselves and the people we played them with.
No matter how bad we are, just let's keep at it. Let's
do it again.
Being bad at it. Yeah, that's
It's
how
life.
we roll. I know.
Eventually, you'll get better.
I guess. Hey y'all, I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is Hillbilly Live. Welcome to our 15-minute morning show.
I mean, it's all the time we can work. I mean, 15 minutes, that's
I
enough.
can't commit to more than that. Let's be
And I hate bosses that like try to say, oh, you get a 15-minute break. Well, I need more than that. I need at least a half hour to an hour, at least.
But then they don't want to pay you for that.
Oh, of course. You clock out for that 15 minutes. What?
I'm done selling my time. I tell you what. What I want to start selling is Jack Daniels because this is upsetting to me. Do you see these two identical
Yeah.
giant bottles of Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
One of them costs $50. One of them costs $37.
I mean, that's a little bit of a difference.
It's a lot of a difference. It's a $13 difference. You know what the difference
And you're right.
was?
They're identical. Why?
And that was okay. That was before tax or anything got added to it. I bought the $50 one in Alabama and the $37 one in Illinois.
Hold on. How is that? That should be flipped around. Because, I mean, seriously, Illinois should be more expensive in my mind and Alabama cheaper.
That's not
Right?
how it works. That's not how
mean-
it works. Those drinks, they be expensive down here in the South.
So basically, the sinners have to stay poor and sober?
That's right.
Is
It's
that-
the
is that the
center
thing?
surcharge. The center surcharge.
Make them pay.
That's right. You want to have a good time? We gonna get the money on that one.
And hey, gladly, we will. We will
Absolutely.
pay.
Well, and in Illinois, I was able to buy it at Walmart. But in Alabama, you have to buy it from an ABC store owned by the state. So.
I love that Walmart in Illinois sells hard liquor.
Of course they do. You can buy it right next to the eggs, Brian.
And get a haircut while you're there, too.
You can buy it in Colorado at Walmart.
No, not hard liquor.
You can't?
Nope.
Oh,
But we have those other stores on every corner.
I know. You're lucky. And apparently boxes at your front door.
Yeah. So my wife is a very, I guess, big supporter of Amazon. Best way to put it. I mean, she's forever ordering things or showing up. And I know it's very convenient. Very convenient. So now she's ordering stuff for me.
What's like
she-
on your behalf or gifts?
Oh, no. On my behalf. Because she's like, well, if you're going to be doing this whole digital thing, you got to get more professional. You can't just walk around with a backpack. We've been walking around with a backpack for years. It's fine. It's work.
For years.
Yeah, it's not broken. So she's been ordering me like professional gear, professional backpack, even got these little microphones in the mail. These little cute microphones. Yeah, these go with the iPhone. So now I can get better audio with my iPhone while recording.
Does she think we're trying to be professional?
I don't know what she thinks is going on, but she thinks
What kind of brand does she think this is?
she thinks we need to look more professional than we are or not. Yeah.
More professional than we are not? 'Cause
Something
we are
like
not.
I mean, and I welcome the gifts, I really do. But it's like our system is not broken. It's been fine. It has worked.
So do you have like one of those big heavy carrying cases now that, I mean, really, what's your equipment other than your phone at this point?
I guess I'm about to find out. And I try to explain that. I'm like, well, the phones do a great job. I mean, the cameras are top-notch cameras. I mean, they can do everything. Just need my phone and a microphone.
Well,
But
and
after she got these little microphones, she's like, let's get you more.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, this showed up to the house at 7 a.m.
Hey, the early morning gifts. Don't act like you weren't awake. You were up.
I know it was.
You
I
were up.
was.
You,
Coffee
you
tastes
rise,
better in the morning.
You rise early, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and get to country music.
Hillbilly Live.
All right, so it was announced yesterday. He's still on my bucket list. I know that you've had the opportunity to see and meet him. It's King George
I love him.
Stadium Tour with Chris Stapleton and Little Big Town. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, they're going to be hitting up 6 different cities for these stadiums. Looks like it's going to be Phoenix, Seattle, Denver, Milwaukee, Nashville, and Tampa. And I want to go to all of them. I don't know why. It'll probably break me, but I just want to go to all of them.
That seems like a lot.
And I will say,
get one. Maybe we could do one.
I mean, we're going to have to try to at least get one. But it's funny, growing up in Texas, I mean, George Strait was like the man.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw him growing up at team roping events because he's a big team roper. And I would see him like that, for years before I ever even saw him in concert. I didn't see him in concert until like maybe 2013, 2014.
So George Strait is a real cowboy.
Oh, he's real. He's the real deal. The king.
The king.
Period.
King George.
Yeah,
the king,
I want to go to these
Cowboys.
shows. I want to go to this show. Well, all of these shows.
We need to go to at least one of these shows, Brian. Let's have realistic goals.
And it breaks my heart that you still have not actually seen him in concert yet.
I haven't. I haven't. I've always been like, this close, but no, I haven't.
We got to make it happen in 2023. This is going to be your year. Well, next year will be your year. This year is already a shit show.
Yeah, that's real. Same thing for Jake Owen. He almost passed out the other night at a show. No one's really sure exactly why, but he's okay now.
Yeah. There's nothing like that came out saying why he passed out. Apparently, he was sick enough to almost pass out, but I guess he's fine now because he went and saw his granddaddy to help celebrate his granddaddy's 100th birthday.
I don't know. There's been stuff going around.
And it could be anything. Dehydration, exhaustion.
I got sick Saturday night. Apparently, one of my aunts got sick, and then another one got sick, and that second one that got sick, she's got COVID now.
Mm. You think this is what artists do when they want to like call in fake sick?
Got COVID.
They act like they're gonna. hey, I'm passing out on stage. You got to take off.
Need some time off.
But his granddaddy turning 100 years old.
That's a big deal.
That's a lot of stress going on in your life. 100 years of stress.
That's one way to look at it. 100 years of stress.
Painful.
I suppose. More good news on the tour front, though. The Judd's tour will continue.
It's like the greatest party you throw yourself before the end. I feel like I'm doing a victory lap. And the fans are watching me, and they're for me because they grew up with me. Mm-hmm. I've been around that long. And they're bringing their next generation, sisters, and I'm seeing up to 4 generations at the shows. It's crazy time, Hoda, because it's not about show business. This is a celebration of life, as well as people going through their own stuff while listening to the songs of what they went through.
I want to go to that show too, Brian.
Grandpa. My favorite Judd song ever.
So good.
And Naomi, it just breaks my heart.
I know.
But Winona's right. I mean, she has to do this. I mean, this is like I think a healing process for her. And Ashley McBride's been on a lot of those tours. I mean, I just want to see Ashley and Winona on stage together.
So cool. That would be so cool. This next story, not cool. Not cool at all.
Hillbilly Live.
So sometimes cops get a bad rap. Sometimes it's because they deserve it. I mean, let's be real. Former officer in Maine, he retired, and then 6 days later, he got caught in a high school parking lot selling drugs.
Amber, people have to make career changes sometimes because, I mean, we've been in low-paying jobs for a lot of years off and on. So sometimes you have to make a career change, for the better for your family. And selling drugs, I've heard, is a really good paying job. Not saying you should do it, but it's a really good paying job. You can buy a lot of extravagant things.
Is that where we've gone wrong in this career shift?
No, I do not want to sell drugs for a living because I feel that's a more stressful job than anything. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life.
I don't want to be that hands-on.
That's too much work. That's hustling that I don't need. But, at least he knows, how drug dealers do things because he was a cop. I'm sure
Well,
he's
he
arrested drug dealers before.
It took him 6 days to get arrested. Obviously, he doesn't know about either side of anything.
You have to fail before you make it, Amber. That's how things go in life. So basically, he's failing to see how he can do things better in the future. Basically, don't go to schools to sell drugs.
It's weird to see where your positivity comes out sometimes.
Absolutely.
Hillbilly Live.
I thought we'd move right along. Right along to the softer side of Sears. You remember that? The softer side of Sears.
I can't believe that Sears Tower is now called something different.
It's like Willis.
It's like the Willis Tower now.
Willis Tower.
And Sears was a big thing. Sorry, we're
It-
getting off on a tangent here. Sorry.
Yeah, totally on a tangent. Let's roll back, rewind the TikTok. That I was out pulling soil samples with my mom over the weekend, and being on the four-wheeler made me a little nervous. I'm not as brave as I used to be, and this guy made me remember why.
Go. Y'all ain't got nothing like this.
Oh, he looked like one of
Oh.
those crash test dummies.
Oh, he's so lucky he stayed on. I can't believe he didn't continue going.
Why would you think a four-wheeler could pull some heavy debris? Like seriously, if you've been around a four-wheeler at all, you know that they're not that powerful.
They're lucky to get themselves out of the mud. Let's be real.
Ah, let's pull this. Watch.
All right, now I've seen this Cotton Eye Joe can stomp on TikTok a few times, and I feel like maybe this is one that you and I could do. What do you think?
I mean, I
think
do
you
like
and
the Cotton Eye Joe, so I feel this is like a step in the right direction for like what we do.
Like
Yes.
our skill set? What do y'all think? You think we could do this?
On it.
I can't drink the beer, but I'm sure Bridget can do that for me so I could get the cans.
Well, what I like about alcohol, it helps adults come up with like brand new games.
All kinds of
Yeah, all
games.
kinds of games. And I've been around your family. Your family comes up with some good games too when they're
All
on
kinds of
alcohol.
games. Yes.
The Cotton-eyed can stomp. Is that what it is,
Cotton-eyed-
right?
Cotton Eye can stomp. Oh, there's
It's a mouthful.
Bridget's got me with the cans.
Look at
she's
her
got
coming
me.
in hot.
Yeah.
I mean, because yeah, you have
Thank
to have
you.
the cans that you drink
Gotta have the
to
cans to
participate.
stomp.
Absolutely.
And it's not as cool if it's a Pepsi can.
I would like to see that in like a Olympic sport category, possibly, like a summer Olympic sport.
I mean, maybe that could be a thing. We need to
Uh,
do it. Let's get on the trend, Brian. Let's get on trend.
Or it
Let's
could be a
trendy.
part of the mullet competition. Like that's something you have to like show
Oh my
that you can
God. Yeah, grow your hair out. Let's get you stomping cans. We need to practice. Let's start with your first video today.
do. And practice makes perfect.
That's right. We'll count up those cans together and figure out how many we need. It's gonna be a heck of a week, I tell you what. All right, if you guys want to read about any of those stories, you can do that at hillbillylive.com. Watch those videos. Watch that guy almost fly off that four-wheeler. And if you want to practice the stomp, the Cotton Eye Joe stomp, do it. Tag us on social media. We want to see it at the Hillbilly Live everywhere but TikTok. We haven't made ourselves a TikTok yet. We need to get on that, Brian.
Go
We
ahead.
need
Go
to
ahead.
get on that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. We'll be back again with our 15-minute morning show sometime around noonish Central, 11, where Brian's at. Okay, bye.